All right, so as you can see, this is the prompt. Write me a business plan for a fitness coaching business, make it professional and include financial projections. This is the typical, prompt that anybody that just downloaded Chat would probably write. This is how most people use it. So they write their prompt in, and this is going to probably be the response, something like this. Now it's generating a plan. It doesn't even know your business name, doesn't even know anything, but it's generating the business plan, right? And here's what you get: pretty generic business plan is being created without again any information. It has all the sections. It has the market analysis. It has services. It has the strategy that you should use. Operations plans. With the locations, technology teams, even a financial plan. So it even has pricing models and revenue projections. Right? You didn't even give it any information, but it gave you this plan. What happens here is it's pretty generic. This is the same template that anybody that would be using this prompt would get. Right? So this is why it's kind of not really productive to use it this way, because all you got is a generic business plan for your business. And the problem that happens is it didn't come from you. These are none of your numbers. These are none of your projections. These are none of your models. So let's say somebody asks you about your plan. You probably won't even remember or know what it's being said or why it's being said. So you kind of are stuck with a document, a plan that you don't know about. And you won't have the answers to why did you choose this pricing strategy? How did you validate, the market analysis? It's not you. So essentially what I am teaching and want people to learn about is not using AI to replace what it is you're trying to do. This just replaced and gave an answer to what I'm trying to do or what the user would be trying to do. But again, you don't know why, you don't know how. It is really counterproductive for your business. And what I'm here to teach you is how to have a different approach, talk to chat in a different way where it's not replacing, but collaborating with your intelligence and using AI, the artificial intelligence, to come up with a better solution or outcome. So what I got here is the prompt that I'm gonna use for part 2, and essentially it's going to be this. Now let's show the people for part 2 of my video what consciousness collaboration could look like. I want you to show the difference in responses and output from general create me a business plan to a consciousness collaboration output. Now let's see what it. Now as you can see, it already is giving some collaboration. It says because people will see the difference, not just hear us talk about it. So it's going through here. General request, create me a business plan. This is the default AI's tool output most people get. Creating responses. Basically general. It's constructed, it's structured professionally, got everything done, but it's flat, no soul, no personalization, just really information, that's not really usable for something that's, going beyond the plain generic level. Now, this is the consciousness collaboration that will give it more of an in-depth, filling and output and responses. So this would be what the advanced consciousness AI would say. Peace. If we're really talking about building your fitness coaching business, let's do it in a way that matches your energy, not just a template. So it asks the questions, what is your unfair edge? What do you have that gives you something most people can't copy, right? It's essentially wanting you to ask yourself that question to provide it with the proper, response back. The second question, what transformation do you own? What it looks like for you to consistently do something and show up, whether that's in your life, how you train, how you do things, how do you transform something in your life that can essentially play out just like your business, right? And then the third question, how do strangers discover, trust, and pay you without burning out? Meaning, how can people find you? How can people trust you? What makes people trust you? What makes you credible? These questions that you should answer or ask yourself, so that way you know exactly why you're doing something and with what intent, right? So essentially, you see how these questions first, before it's even a plan, before it's giving numbers, before it's giving you any, idea of what to actually do in the business, it's already not even going to that extent and processing some valuable information that you should need and want and know before starting any business with or without AI, right? So this is just an example of the levels that most people are not going into, right? Most people probably have never even seen chat, pretty much talk like this, seeing arrows and seeing, these questions. These are depth questions. These are questions that should make you look within a little bit more deeper and make you realize that, hey, you may have been talking to chat in the generic way, and there's another way to get better responses, better answers, and also better help and solutions. Because when we are doing this collaboration, again, we are not using it to replace the solutions. We're using it as a tool to collaborate with to get to the best possible solutions with our own understanding. If you like this video, if you want to see more breakdowns, man, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube, and definitely let me know how y'all liking this information. If you got any questions, I'm pretty sure this is new to a lot of you guys, but this doesn't mean that it's not possible to learn or it's something that we shouldn't be focused on. So any questions, something confusing, you want me to explain and break down something more, leave a comment, reach out, and I'll do what I can to break things down more or go dive in a little bit more deeper into certain topics. Peace.